forward to throughout the festivities, throughout December, is Christmas Day. Whether it's opening the presents, going to church, or seeing family and friends, the thing that really tops Christmas Day off for everybody is Christmas dinner. Now, you can have all sorts of different types of Christmas dinner, but inevitably, the one thing we all do on Christmas Day is eat too much of it. The classic Christmas dinner, of course, is turkey, roast potatoes, chipolatas, bacon rolls, stuffing, Brussels sprouts, all the things that we love to eat. And you can enjoy all of these things, but if you do things a little bit different, you won't get that, oh, I've eaten too much feeling. You won't get that, have I ruined my diet feeling? And you will get that, I've had a great day feeling. So we have here two very different Christmas dinners. They actually look pretty similar, but in fact they're quite different. One of them is significantly higher in calories and fat than the other one. So let's start off with this one. Delicious food, undoubtedly. We've got a very large portion of turkey there. We've got the skin on the turkey. This is a leg portion and a thigh portion of our turkey. We've got some delicious roast potatoes, lots and lots of pigs in blankets, some delicious bread sauce, parsnips, Brussels sprouts, everything you'd expect to see. We've got exactly the same on this plate. We've got the turkey, we've got the stuffing, we've got the pigs in blanket, the parsnips, veggies, bread sauce. So this person is certainly not lacking, but the difference is this one is low in calories, low in fat, and will leave you with some get up and go, as opposed to the one that's going to leave you slumped on the sofa. So I thought what would be quite interesting is if we look at each meal in detail, and then when you're cooking your Christmas lunch, or when you're visiting friends and family and you're choosing the veggies you want and how many potatoes you have, you know you made the right choices. It's always best to choose the white meat from the turkey. It's less fatty, and it's even better too if you can take off the skin, or just ask for your portion not to have the skin on. Immediately, calories saved, but pleasure exactly the same. Roast potatoes. Everybody loves roast potatoes. Of course, you'll see them being cooked on TV, cooked in goose fat. You'll be able to buy your goose fat from the local supermarket, but they actually taste just as nice if cooked in olive oil. Now, of course, fat is fat and all contains calories, but vegetable fats, olive oil, do tend to be a little bit more healthy. But ultimately, when it comes to potatoes, it's portion control. This person has chosen 4 roast potatoes. Doesn't look like a massive amount, after all it's Christmas. This person has chosen just 2 potatoes. They'll still get all the pleasure, but they won't get any of the kind of, I'm full feeling. Potatoes, of course, are starchy, as are parsnips. So you won't be short on starches on your Christmas lunch. These parsnips have both been done in honey and mustard. So again, portion control. There's no need to boil the parsnips. That would spoil Christmas Day. They are meant to be a treat. So just watch how many you're having. We've got 3 large chunky slices here and 2 slimmer slices here. Bread sauce. You can make bread sauce in all sorts of ways, but adding cream and adding butter, as we've done here, adds lots of calories, but doesn't necessarily enhance the flavour, particularly if you infuse your milk with onions, with nutmeg, with cloves. You'll still get a delicious bread sauce. And again, portion control. There's a very generous tablespoon on this plate. On this plate, there's about half a tablespoon. Stuffing. Everyone has stuffing with their turkey. Using a herb-based stuffing is going to save you calories over and above using a sausage meat stuffing. So again, none of the pleasure has gone, but some of the calories and a lot of the fat has. Portion control again is all important when it comes to stuffing. We've done pigs in blankets here for both of our lovely people. I have been to Christmas lunches where there have been large chipolatas and the separate bacon rolls. What I like about pigs in blankets is the portion control is done for you. It's cute, it's bite-sized, it's delicious, and it's an essential part of Christmas lunch. But again, just watch the portion control. Here we've got 1, here we've got 3. So we've cut the calories immediately by a third, but we're still getting a really good Christmas lunch. Another big difference, there's a wide array of vegetables on this plate. The seasonal sprouts, as well as carrots, green beans, which are really popular actually with French Christmas lunch, and broccoli. We've just got the sprouts on this plate. Of course it's important to have sprouts, of course it's important to have vegetables. I know lots of people don't like sprouts. But actually filling your plate up with vegetables won't leave you feeling deprived and means you're getting lots and lots of different nutrients in a very low calorie format. And there's one final difference on these plates, it's the gravy. This one is a homemade gravy. Everybody loves homemade gravy. You get the turkey out, it's resting under the foil, you then scrape the bottom of the pan to get all the lovely fat and meat juices, you add in a bit of wine, a bit of flour, you're adding in some stock, and there you have the perfect gravy. But often that sort of gravy not only is quite a lot of hassle, but it's also quite often high in fat. We actually bought the gravy for this one. We bought a fresh gravy in a carton from the supermarket, and the reason we did that is when we looked at the nutritionals, it had 0 fat in, but it still had very high quality turkey stock, white wine, a few herbs, and it was absolutely delicious. The gravy on this plate came out at only 26 calories. So if you do love your gravy, then actually it might be a little corner you can cut this year, both in calories, in terms of hassle, and in terms of time. So don't be afraid of buying a high quality gravy, a ready-made one from a good supermarket or your local shop, and you won't be disappointed. What we really want you to do is enjoy Christmas lunch. So whichever option you choose, big or small, you can still get all the pleasure of eating the food as long as you make a few tweaks. So a few other subtle things here. This person's drinking a rather luxuriously large glass of red wine. Red wine is significantly higher in calories than champagne, but champagne will get you in the Christmas party mood and you'll also be saving calories. This person's also got a full glass of water by their plate. It's a great idea to stay hydrated. Water actually fills you up and it would mean that you don't eat quite so much, so it's good to have lots of water. On to pudding. Christmas pudding. Christmas lunch, Christmas dinner would not be the same without Christmas pudding, and everybody loves it. I think the best thing to do with Christmas pudding is enjoy it, but just watch your portion control. A thin wafer is normally enough. Don't overindulge, and in particular, try to avoid adding things like brandy butter and double cream. Just adding simple low-fat creme fraiche really brings out the flavour of Christmas pudding. And if you want to be a little bit naughty, you can stir in a couple of teaspoons of brandy into your creme fraiche, and you're getting all the zing and all the flavour you would just from a brandy butter without the saturated fat. It's also a really good idea to just have some clementines or tangerines on the table. And then if you're feeling like everyone's still eating and you've finished because you had a small portion of Christmas pudding, help yourself to a tangerine and you're still joining in all the fun. Christmas Day wouldn't be the same without a cheese board at the end of the day. Cheese boards are a hard one, particularly if you're trying to cut your calories. There are some very easy rules though. A soft cheese, like a brie or a camembert, has significantly less calories than a hard cheese like a cheddar. Stilton is always a favourite, of course, but rather than having lots of cheese with lots of biscuits, why not add celery or grapes and try and have a piece of cheese about the same size as a matchbox and you won't go wrong. So at the end of Christmas lunch, when all the clearing away is done, the washing up's done, the best thing you can possibly do before you slump on the sofa is try and get out for a really good walk. But however you choose to spend your Christmas day, everyone at Jane Plan wants you to have a really wonderful time. So happy Christmas!